Markets fully rebounded more in June, finishing the first half of 2025 at new all-time highs. The S&P rallied another 5% in June as the economy is still largely not showing impact from ongoing tariff uncertainty and the brief escalation in the Middle East. So market optimism is back. While economists and the Fed are still concerned with tariffs, investors seem to fully embrace the taco trade, essentially ignoring any new drama, expecting someone will cave and the tariffs will never actually go into effect. Sure, economists will still point out that the tariffs uncertainty could still slow growth, but with recent economic data showing minimal impact, investors are mostly shrugging off any concerns. In addition, rate cut expectations are growing, with expectations for 3 cuts this year now, more than the 2 the Fed forecasted just a few weeks ago. Meanwhile, the Fed is still remaining steadfast in its wait-and-see stance. Fed continues to stress it's too early to see tariff impact on inflation and reiterates the Fed can afford to wait as long as the job markets continue to hold up. So where does the market go from here? Obviously, tariffs likely to continue to dominate headlines, but if investors are ignoring them, what are they looking for? Well, we see investors looking for confirmation bias that the tariffs aren't impacting the economy and the Fed's resistance is just posturing. They'll likely be looking for more inflation progress to confirm little to no impact from tariffs. Labor markets continue to hold, but probably okay with a little weakness here to push the Fed to cut. And they'll want to see consumer confidence and spending rebound. However, we expect a lot of glass half full takes. It'll likely take a pretty big whiff for any sustained hit to the market optimism. Basically meaning markets could pull back for a day on a bad data point, but rebound pretty quickly without a streak of poor data. Again, glass half full. So what's our take? Well, while we're cautiously optimistic, we also agree with the Fed that the tariffs' impact are not yet fully felt yet. As of this point, only certain industry tariffs have actually been imposed, plus the 30% blanket tariff on China and 10 on everyone else. We expect most businesses have managed so far with pre-tariffs inventory while they wait for more clarity. We're still keeping a close eye on the macro data with a focus on the consumer, confidence, spending, and employment. We'll also be interested in Q2 earnings kicking off this month. Outlook for weak in Q1, but shrugged off as investors figured management were taking advantage of the uncertainty to lower the bar. We'd be interested to see if that was true and if they continue to project weakness into Q3.